talk about a few of the points as we go along, but first of all, Fairview is in quite good shape. The Nichols and Shepherd people built a number of different models. This one has the double-cylinder engine right on the middle of the boiler. They built a plow engine in 3 sizes where the engine was at the rear of the boiler, similar to a Reeves, and the gearing went right down to the wheels with 1 less intermediate gear. Those 2 were built more or less as plowing engines. Of course, they were used for many other things as well. The Nichols and Shepherd people were widely known. They built high-quality machinery, and those who are fans of Nichols and Shepherd have a right to be enthusiastic. Now, first of all, what we do here is measure horsepower. This device in front of me that you can see spinning with the belt wheel turning is what's known as a Prony Brake. The name Prony is referring to the man who invented it many years ago in the 1800s. It's a brake which we can regulate and judge the horsepower. This wheel that I'm moving clamps or releases the wooden blocks all the way around this drum. Right now it's running free, of course. As I clamp this down, we get resistance, and we put force on the scale, and we read the scale and calculate with the RPM, and we get horsepower. Horsepower is involved in everyday life. You hear about it even in your lawnmowers. You hear about it in your cars and your tractors. I think he wants me to pull him, so I'll shut up here. Here we go. Now the engine has had no load at all. Listen carefully. You can hear a little exhaust. I've added a little torque, a little brake, I should say. Now I noticed something. I'm going to release the load. Not the sound, not the loudness, but the RPM. Now listen to it. All right, now here we go again. Now, listen. Notice carefully the sound. Notice how little speed change there is when I increase the load. Not the sound, the speed. Listen. Notice it hasn't changed quickly at all. To tell you exactly, I'll read the tachometer. I'll read that one at 235. There's 231, only changed 4. There was changed. Now, for those of you who know what a steam engine governor looks like, you can see those weights, those ball weights whipping around. And those of you who have never seen a governor, look up on top of the engine, and you can see the governor spinning. I don't know if we can see it here because there isn't much sunlight under there. But right now, if I take the load off, that governor would have those fly balls swung out as far as they can go because of centrifugal force. Now as I put the load on, they'll come together and the top of the governor goes up. Now watch the top of the governor. If you watch real carefully, you'll see the top of the governor go up. See it? Do that again. Now the balls are swung out as far as they'll go. High idle. Carefully. Here we go. Difficult to see, but it does move. And these old governors, for those who don't understand them, they kind of make fun of them, but they do a better job than most modern tractors do. Almost no modern tractor will be that good. Now, that doesn't mean they can't be that good, they just don't make them that accurate anymore. There are modern governors, like on generator sets, they're very accurate. The average tractor does not have this accuracy. Hit a hard spot there. We sometimes like to show what a threshing machine would sound like in the old days when the bundles were big and they did carriages. And the man moves the log on the carriage, gets ready to go, moves the carriage forward. We'll do that again. You're too good an engineer, Paul. You got it right there for me. Okay, we'll do that again. Now she stands there and idles. The log hits the saw. A light cut. Now we'll get a heavy cut. He has to ease off on the carriage. Paul, can you hear me? If I shut her down for a minute, will you pop off? I want to balance the scale. We never balance the scale. All right, here we go. Okay, let's take about 10 readings, shall we? $234, 170. $231, 180. $229. 190, 228, 200, 228, 210, 226, 220, 226 still, we're not quite even there. 230. 225. 240. Notice how that governor's holding right there when that second number I read. 225, 226, and right on there. Okay, 240. 226, went back up one. 250. 224, 260, 226 again, 270, 224, 280, 222, 290, 221, 300, 221, 310, 220, 320, 219, 330, 219 and a half, 340, 218, 350. Paul, you want to pull it real slow like we did in Fairview? As we got started a while ago, I was beginning to talk a little bit about the horsepower of everyday life. And just show you the versatility of a steam engine. You got it in the corner? Too much noise in the background. We'll have it in a minute. Notice how nice and even that engine can pull even though it's at slow speed. How many RPM are we doing? Somebody look at their sweep second hand and count for 6 seconds. How much throttle you got on? Very little. way down.
It's okay if you stop it.
It'll stall, that's all right. That's better. $75. How much is that? $11 horsepower? 11. Now we'll go to 240. A steam engine can start any load that it can pull from a dead stop. It might be of interest to say that man has only designed and built 2 engines that are capable of standing in silence and starting in either direction under full load and go through the speed range, whatever that may be. And that's a DC electric motor and a steam engine. Nothing else can do that.